Okay, on this international conference on AI for sustainable future and integrating climate literacy and human values towards sustainable developmental goals. I once again thank the for the opportunity, and I would like to congratulate the organizers for outrating the very much needed topic that is that while they could tried to incorporate AI for sustainable future in integrating climate literacy and human values towards sustainable developmental goals. We cannot achieve sustainable developmental goal unless we share in this kind of research forums on the kind of awareness and the insights and the your research findings and the challenges of the assumptions that you have made on these topics. It is very, very essential and very pivotal for our future generation. So, and then, as we all know, we are at the stature of the intersection of the technological advancement and the environmental issues that is prevailing all over the globe, as well as the latest technological advancement on AI. This is not only, significant, but more complex to deal with. Yet we are under the automation and the advancement of AI and all that. We need to look into the basic grounds, the ethics that has to be, enriched or transformed or to sustain all these things in every aspect of every other field for our future generations, as well as to reach the sustainable developmental goals. And this track especially invites us to reflect on the powerful synergy that is the technology that is guided by values. The sustainable development cannot be achieved by missions alone. Yes, we all should agree. Only with mission we cannot achieve the sustainable development. It have to. It requires all our human insights. That is very, very essential, and we need to assume our own social responsibility in carrying on all these three issues. And then the climate consciousness is very much needed because AI, when aligned with these human dimensions, becomes a force, multiplier for the sustainable developmental goals, whether by predicting climatic patterns or energy, customizing the energy systems and supporting green industries or promoting inclusive education. But the integration of this climatic literacy into AI research and education is equally vital. So it empowers all the individuals and the communities to make informed decisions and to interpret data not just technically alone but ethically, and to also to design the solutions that respect both the nature as well as humanity. We shouldn't forget when we run behind the advancement of all this technology and all these AI interventions. We need to be grounded to all these levels. And today's deliberations, I hope, will explore not only what AI can do, but what it should do. Because to foster equity, sustainability, and resilience. And let us use this platform to share research, challenge the assumptions, and collaborate in building an intelligent future that is very essential as much as it may compute. And I thank the organizers for curating this timely and meaningful session. And I look forward to engage for the engaging presentations of all the presenters and through discussions that will inspire all of us to go beyond innovation to integration, inclusion, and impact. Thank you all for all and I wish all the presenters for the wonderful success of your presentation and for further discussion. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. And now Before we begin the presentation session, I ask all the presenters to take only 5 minutes for your presentation. Give your unique findings, the methodology, and anything that is important to share for discussion. And don't take more than 5 minutes. Maybe the sixth minute we can use for discussions and the question sessions. So now I call upon Mrs. Tushida, the research scholar from Lady Wellington IASC College, and her title of the paper is AI for Sustainable Future, then integrating climate literacy and human values towards sustainable developmental goals in learning disability children. You can proceed now.
Good afternoon, all. I'm Second here. Myself, Lady Wellington College, and my title is AI for Sustainable Future, Integrating Climate Literacy and Human Values in Education. The convenience of human some people call this artificial intelligence, but the reality is the technology will enhance it. So instead of artificial intelligence, I think we argue of intelligence by Louis Robinson. Nowadays we are using AI in all the industries and schools everywhere. So why can't we use AI for in learning disability students? Learning disability students are not like us. They are unable to talk, unable to write. They're facing many problems in the reading and writing. So why can't we use AI for them? They know only the sound and they have to practice with the sound and then they have to read everything. So that I think it is title. And artificial intelligence, we all know, I don't want to enter on this matter. And climate literacy, how we can introduce climate literacy for them means we can take them outside by using multiple intelligence, by singing or saying this is the plan, this is green color, like that we have to show to them. We have to show around them, take the plants or take the trees and show them what is the purpose of the leaf, what is the purpose of the plant, everything we have to show them by practically they will learn. And then learning disability is not it's a neurological problem, it's not a intelligence problem. Okay. And then importance for the intelligence learning disability enhances inclusive education for all learners. All AI-based adaptive tools, personalizing learning experience, promote meaningful, thoughtful, and customized learning. No learner is left behind climate action. We have four objectives: enhancing climate literacy, cultivating human values, and promote inclusive tools, connect to real world everything. When it comes to cultivate human values, it is the informal. We have to take them to the temples or to the culture, everything we have to take them practically, and then we have to teach everything. The human values, what is good, what is wrong, everything. They won't know what is good, and they won't get immediately. They will take too many years to learn everything. Okay, so we take time to teach them. And then AI transforming special education adaptive learning app. For them, we have many tools, teach to textbooks and then visual learning apps. Many apps are there. For them, we have teach particular tools for them, and then we have to teach them. And climate literacy integrating methods. What are the technical methods? Integrated. We have story-based learning and interaction with them, and then games. Nowadays, children are like games. So through games, we can teach them. And then human values and SDG alignment, empathy, care of environment and others, responsibilities and cooperation. When quality education is in a SDG, fourth one, and then in 10th is the reduce inequality. Implementation. What are the implementation means? Strategy, digital story, AI-powered digital story app, and learning outcome. What the learning outcome? Improving concept understanding, and then climate change, practice AI climate change, build engagement and responsibility, skills assistance, voice-based learning aids, and sign language. Most important for there in the and enhance accessibility through project AI collaborating tools, encourage encourages teamwork and empathy and expect outcomes and situation. Environment awareness, they have to teach us what are the awareness for them and base value behavior, strengthening empathy, respect, and accountability through interactive learning experience, active learning experience. We have to include all the even slow learners and the normal children. We have to gather to them. Uh, give games or any activity to them. They have to individual each other and do the practical. Sustainable future, a new generation resorts to practice empathy, social.
That was a nice presentation, Tushita. Now, other presenters, do you have any questions on her presentation? Ma'am, is it uh, any other questions from the participants? No. Yes. Tushita, ma'am, you on the topic, and in the when you were talking about the inclusive rooms, you said that games can be used, and you have explored a few more games, and you have displayed in your presentation also. And there are some apps also you suggested. Have you explored any other apps that are already in use? Can speech tools? Okay, how will you use those apps in your classroom? Are there provisions in the classrooms to use the through smartphones are there? And students are also very user friendly in using those apps. Is the students? Yes. Your study is a thematic study or your study is a thematic study or thematic study? Okay. Okay, that was a nice presentation and you finished on time, Tushita. Now, let me call upon the next presenter, Mrs. Gomati. Now, Ms. Gomati, she's going to, her topic is on the relationship between gender parity and academic achievement. You can introduce yourself and start.
The persistence of gender equality affects determination and participation. Persistent gender-based variations in performance and ability. The study helps promote gender-sensitive learning environment. The objectives of the study, whether there is any significant difference in gender parity among our high school students with respect to gender. Then, whether there is any significant difference in academic achievement among high school students with respect to gender. Another one is whether there is any significant relationship with gender parity and academic achievement among high school students. So my method is descriptive survey method. Each and every high school student interval of questions. 300 students from 4 different schools. Stratified random sampling technique. I used gender parity was constructed and validated by investigator and research grade 2025. So my hypothesis of the study, there is no, this is my table 1 hypothesis of grade 1. I think from the above table it is input the calculated value is greater than the table value. So my hypothesis is rejected based on respective gender. My hypothesis second one is academic achievement among high school students respective gender. So also table value is greater than calculated value is greater than the table value. So my null hypothesis is also rejected. Then third hypothesis, that is gender parity and academic achievement relation. So I have the formation among the two groups. I have null hypothesis also rejected. The findings of the study. More scores, that means comparing to male and female, higher than the female students than male. So we found a positive relationship between gender parity and academic achievement. So my recommendation, the study highlights the need to promote gender equal attitude to school into academic achievement. Schools should implement gender sensitization program and create supportive environment for all students. Educators and policymakers must address gender disparities by encouraging equal opportunities and awareness raising for the female students. Then also, educators and policymakers should integrate AI-based gender sensitization programs alongside traditional initiatives to maximize the positive impact on gender parity and learning environment. In addition to the studies outcome, high school students interview poses high level of academic achievement and gender parity. For both levels, male students face significant higher need scores than female students, indicating that attitudes and performance differ based on gender. Also, academic achievement and gender parity exhibit a significant and favorable correlation, indicating that improved educational outcomes relate to equitable gender attitudes. The outcomes demonstrate that significant is the need of encouraging gender equal perspectives in educational environment. Thank you.
Okay, Gomati has presented her research. Any questions? What is the sample size and what are the tools that you have used for your study? Mention about the tool that you used for your study. Did you mention in your presentation the tool that you used? Did you? Huh? What is the tool that you? Population. Which her study is only a. I mean, it's not a. I mean, thesis. Okay, so she didn't. She has taken only 300. Your sample. Okay, it's only an article, so I think she has taken only 300 sample. And can you describe about the questionnaire that you used, the tool that you used to find your study? What tool? Questionnaire. That can you explain to the audience? What tool did you use to find this study? No, the name of this tool. Did you have? No, the tool was an adapted one or a constructed one or a standardized one, constructed by yourself and your Dr. Devishri ma'am. And that you have to mention, oh, that is the significant contribution of your study. So you should always mention, and you have to focus on your the contribution. Wherever you worked, you have to highlight it. Okay, so that we have to practice that way. Wherever all the other areas are the introduction part and the review literature, everything we have taken. But around in overall study, where have you worked more? What is your contribution to the society ultimately? If you have found something new, you have to describe that in the given time. So, being I mean, prospective researcher, I suggest this for you to carry on in your further presentation. Okay. Other questions? No, she has decided. No, they have constructed and they have made the study also, pilot study is also over. But I think she hasn't prepared for talking about the construction of the tool and all that. Okay, so from the next presentation onwards, you have to work on that part. Okay, and you have to present that. So that will be helpful for the future researchers also. Okay, okay, thank you. Well presented. Now I would like to call Dr. C. Beulah Rani. I would like to take this moment to appreciate my MPhil guide. She is my MPhil guide, Dr. Beulah Rani ma'am. So it's a great forum for me to look at her presentation and the chair and value. So I thank the God for this opportunity, as well as by one of my guru, Dr. Beulah Rani, in this forum. My topic is gender sensitivity in artificial intelligence, understanding and addressing major bias. At present, already ma'am has explained, two members explained about AI. So that's why I've taken here also in this gender sensitivity. It's a critical examination of how AI systems reflects and amplifies societal biases and what we can do to build more equitable technology. For that sake only I've taken this. And this already you know that the AI is playing very, very important role. First one is the reactive missions. That is for while playing the chess, automatically we'll get the move. What move we must do that. Everything will get that. That is reactive missions. Already it has been inbuilt. And then limited memory in some cases when we are going for car, we are getting that Google Maps, everything is limited, we are getting that. Next one is theory of mind. At present only they have developed. It's not inputted in maximum. Day by day they are doing all the changes. It has been implementing now and then in the theory of mind. And last one is self-aware AI. In the self-aware AI is also changing, but my main focus is self-aware AI only. In the self-aware AI, you can know that like in globally, that reality is altogether female in the STEM education also only 14% only they are concentrated on female, and then in overall world it's nearly 20%
they are concentrated on female. In overall world, for an example, all the population is 100, but they are given only 14% of weightage for the female in the STEM education, STEM faculty portion. In overall world, in all the other portion, for an example, I've asked for AI for image of doctor. Immediately, I got male image with the code. I asked for nurse image. Immediately, I received a female with a pinafore. Just imagine. If you want, you can try it. I tried many posts. Whatever image we are asking, if you are asking for CO, immediately we are getting coat suit man with a nice dress up man only image only they are getting. Me, if you want, you can apply that. I want the CO name list. Immediately, we are getting all the male. There is no female at all. That's why I've chosen this topic. In the technology gap, already we are having all the females are behind the male. But in technology also, whatever we people have inputted in the technology, the female male is dominating, female is as usual in the recessive mode, not in the passionate or active mode. Okay, that's why in this all the stereotype now itself we have implemented the AI form also. Day by day, not only that, overall or nearly 44% of AI system is gender bias. I'm 100% sure. If you want, you can try it. If you want, you can ask. You can ask the AI. I want female teacher. I want teacher. Immediately female with a nice dress of saree, with a flower, with the umbrella, it will come. There is no male staff at all. And only PhD staff is coming with the biggest. That's all. Apart from that, we are getting all the female staff only images. Not only that, in dual bias system also, like here, both the gender racial also, that lot of gender discrimination we can see it in the AI. Another one is in income also, for toppers, all the images or all the names are male, female is like a less salary people. Yeah, you can try it. I tried. I applied nearly one full day. I applied one by one post. I tried, and then afterwards only I concluded with this topic. I must talk about that. So lots of historical proceedings also is there. Everywhere, all that is AI is the only mission. It's not inbuilt. Sorry, it's not a human being. It has been inbuilt by the human being only. So that the error is taking place because of the human being, not because of the mission. It's because of the human being. Day by day, we are giving all the representation of bias, representation of work, and then stereotype bias, feedback. Everything is a lot of problems in this AI. It has to be rectified. It's in the basic level. If it is not rectified at this level, in future, always, AI, that is male will be dominant. Already we people are like fighting for other rights. Same way in the AI also we have to fight for image generation, recruitment allotments, and then language translation. Everything is lot of problem arises. So that's why my point is lot of evidence also is there. Like all the evidence, you can go through it. Roadmap for gender sensitive AI. We have this diverse representation we must incorporate in this AI. And then like a transparency. Whatever it's we are incorporating, it has to be transparency. It's not supposed to be like we're not supposed to hide anything. It should be open to all. And then only we can change if anything, any error takes place or anything coming out with a lot of mistakes, it should be rectified immediately. And then only in inclusive education also will take place in forthcoming days. Otherwise, all the posts, all the high portions, all the name and fame will go top, and then as usual, we'll fight in the AI also. So that's why my conclusion is like the government or private sector, whatever it may be, educational institution, we must change the language what we are using inside the AI. So to change, the challenge is not to make machines think like human, but to make them think like better human. And then only in future, we'll have equal rights. No need to fight again and again. We both can enjoy, both male and female. This is my finding. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. Very well presented, ma'am. Um, Participants, do you have any questions on this? Do you all for it or against it? Against the findings of Dr. Beulah Rani, ma'am? Being the only participant, male participant in this forum, do you have any anything against any anything against this finding? No, you are also accepting. Yes, because you are also born from female, so you must agree with her finding. And I also accept what her findings are. And it is prevailing everywhere all over the globe, not only in India. That is reflecting in in this AI missions also. As ma'am said, the gender inequality, we shouldn't allow the people who are generating datas or automations or algorithms to develop these AIs. At the initial stage itself, we have to raise for ourselves, and through these kind of forums, these kind of research forums, we have to deliberate all these things to the CEOs of whoever whoever writes algorithms for AI. So we have to send this our representation to the policymakers and to the corporate CEOs for all these. Already people would have done, but our conference, I request the organizers to take up this finding which ma'am has made, like simple thing. Just she has asked for to give an image of a teacher. Teacher, ma'am? Teacher, nurse, everywhere we could get. Yes. So I really appreciate the topic.
I mean, homemaker means immediately female with
Female alone is coming.
the image with the
Mhm. Yes. So that is why this is the intervention of AI. AI is definitely an innovative tool. Yes, AI is definitely an innovative tool. I agree. But it also takes the transformational force forcing us to how the way in how we have to live, learn, and all that. No, and it also tries to influence the planet also. AI. So we have to be very careful. So through we have to take up these forums as one of the opportunity to do more findings on all these areas. And I once again congratulate the organizers for integrating AI into the climate literacy and the human values, which is the a need of the hour to do more research on this topic. So I also advise the scholars to take up more study on these type of topics. I congratulate ma'am. There are no questions. I'll ask the next presenter to. Thank you, ma'am. Now I invite K. Sudha, PhD research scholar of School of Education, Tamil Nadu Open University. Her topic is transformative education, pathways to gender equality and social justice in 21st century. Okay, let her wait for her. Shall we move on, ma'am? No, that's fine. Okay, now I call Dr. T. Shivashakti. Shivashakti Rajamma, Assistant Professor. No, now M. Yamuna is presenting. Research Scholar, PhD Research Scholar of Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University, belongs to Department of Educational Psychology. Yes, ma'am, you can proceed.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mrs. M. Yamuna, PhD full-time research scholar from Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University, Chennai. My research supervisor is Dr. T. Sivashakti Rajamma, Assistant Professor and Head, Department of Educational Psychology, Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University, Chennai. I am presenting a study on the role of artificial intelligence in promoting green innovation and environmental sustainability. Welcome. Introduction. Artificial intelligence and green innovation are transforming approaches to environmental challenges. Sustainability has become essential in the 21st century. Artificial intelligence helps address issues like climate change, energy optimization, and waste management. Definition: artificial intelligence is emulation of human intelligence by machines for learning, reasoning, and problem solving. Green innovation is new process, products, or practices that improve in environmental performance. Environmental sustainability is responsible interaction use of resource to maintain ecological balance. Need of the study. Growing environmental crisis demands sustainable technological solutions. Artificial intelligence can harmonize technology with ecology, helps policymakers and researchers develop ethical framework for green innovation. Objectives of this study: to explore artificial intelligence is role in promoting sustainability, to identify key artificial intelligence applications in green innovation, to examine ethical, technical, and educational implications. Key applications of artificial
Excuse me,
intelligence.
Trevin. Change the slides also, no? Keep changing the slides in PPT also. No problem. Continue.
Applications, key applications of artificial intelligence in green innovation: renewable energy optimization, environmental monitoring, climate change and disaster management, sustainable agriculture, smart cities and industries. How artificial intelligence supports sustainability: smart grids for energy efficiency, predictive maintenance to reduce waste, precision agriculture for resource management, supply chain optimization, climate modeling and prediction. Discussion. Artificial intelligence drives data-based decisions for sustainability. Ethical and technical challenges must be addressed. The responsible artificial intelligence framework ensures transparency and fairness. Educational implications. Use artificial intelligence tools to promote environmental literacy. Interact artificial intelligence and sustainability in curriculum. Establish research centers for artificial innovation, green innovation. Encourage ethical awareness and skill development. Conclusion. Artificial intelligence is a key enabler of green innovation, promotes energy efficiency and environmental protection, must be used ethically for greener and smarter future. Thank you.
Any questions? The thematic study. Is it a thematic study? Okay. In the thematic study, the last slide you can always use the reference part. Reference part you have to. And here afterwards, try to do more research papers. Try to do, especially for the conferences like that, start with a little research. Just give a try. Start with 3 hypotheses. Okay, then only you will find it very easy to complete your research. Okay, okay. Any other question for her? She's a, young researcher. We need to give her share our expertise. We have any? I could see many senior presenters here. So if you have any suggestions, you are invited for her to improve her. Study. No, it's only a thematic study. No, thematic study. No, it's not a research study. Maybe this is the first time she's presenting. Always we will give a try. No, first time with the thematic study. Okay. Okay, you have studied about the AI in all other fields in promoting on green innovation. Can you describe what do you mean by green innovation? Yeah, தாராளமா. We are living in Tamil Nadu, in Chennai. You are most welcome to share your thoughts in Tamil. Yeah. Others.
இல்லை மேம் என் வாய்ஸ் நம்ம என்விரான்மெண்ட்டை நம்ம நல்லா பசுமை க்ரீனிஷ் எல்லாம் நம்ம வச்சுக்கணும்னா இந்த ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ் வந்து நம்மளுக்கு அந்த டூல் வந்து நம்மளுக்கு யூஸ் ஆகுது. எப்படி யூஸ் ஆகுது அப்படின்னா, நம்மளுக்கு இந்த கிளைமேட் சேஞ்ச் ஆகிறதுனாலையும் அதுக்கப்புறம் ஏதாவது நம்ம ஒர்க்ல ஏதாவது நம்மளுக்கு தேவைனாலும் நம்மளுக்கு ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ் வந்து நல்லாவே யூஸ் ஆகுது.
Yes, I understand. She might say that the AI integration in every other field helps for the climatic changes or climatic to improve greener environment. I think she means to say that if we are using this water, this I mean, if we are connecting our electrical things to AI, if not here, if couldn't sense any humans, it will cut off. Like that, I mean. Yes. Okay. Okay, it's a very welcoming study. I wish to continue more study on this topic and come out with good contribution to the society. Yes. Now, let me invite Mr. B. Guru Aravindan, PhD scholar, Department of Education, University of Madras.
Good afternoon. I am Guru Aravindan, PhD scholar in the Department of Education, University of Madras, under the guidance of Dr. A. Shamla Devi, Assistant Professor and Head Research, Department of Education. So, our presentation title is Green AI for Inclusive Education, Designing Sustainable Learning Environment for Children with Autism, a systematic review. So, the purpose of the study is to integrate two contemporary education goals, inclusion and sustainability, by applying the principles of Green AI in autism education. So we all know that artificial intelligence is transforming educational tools, enabling adaptive tutoring, communication supports, and smart assistive technology for learners with autism spectrum disorder. So, however, modern AI models requires high computational power, which increases energy consumption and carbon emission. To address this concept of green AI, emphasis environmental responsibility, energy efficiency, and sustainable practices in AI research. Our key research question is, how can AI provide inclusive education for autistic learners whilst reducing environmental impact? So, our rationale of the study is behind the study is built on three key dimensions. One is education, next one is environment, and another one is policy based. In education, growing needs, AI presents exciting opportunities for personalized, engaging, and accessible learning environments for autism spectrum disorder learners. And in environmental impact, concerns about AI carbon footprints necessitate sustainable approaches in educational technology deployment. Coming to the policy context, in Indian National Education Policy, the 2020, and global frameworks demanded integration of inclusion and sustainability goals. So, objective of this study, our systematic review was guided by four primary objectives. First one is examine AI application. To review empirical studies on AI intervention for autistic learners in educational context. Second one, to explore green AI methods. That is, identify techniques to reduce environmental impact of educational AI systems. Third one is identify literature gaps. And fourth one is propose evaluation criteria. And methodology, we conducted a systematic literature review using the databases such as PubMed, Scopus, Web of Science, IEEE Explore, ICM Digital Library. And the policy resources like UNESCO documents and NEP 2020. The keywords we used for the systematic review is autism, AI, education, inclusive learning, machine learning, green AI, and inclusion. These articles are published between 2018 to 2015 that examined AI for autism education. We use thematic analysis to categorize findings under the technological methods, teaching outcomes, sustainability metrics, and ethical governance. Thematic findings. We have divided into three themes. One is green AI methods. Second one is autism, AI for autism education. Third one is sustainable pedagogy. In theme one, green AI method for education, we have divided into three. One is model compression, edge computing, and data efficiency. So model compression is reduce parameters for inference on low resource devices, enabling deployment in diverse tool settings. Edge computing means on device inference lowers latency, reduces cloud compute loads, and enhances privacy protection. And data efficiency is trained with fewer high quality samples, transfer learning, and synthetic augmentation. Second, AI application in autism education. So we have divided into three things. One is social robots, and second one is adaptive personalization. Third one is multimodal sensing, and third theme is sustainable inclusive pedagogy. That also we have divided into three. One is pedagogical effectiveness. Second one is accessibility and affordability. Third one is environmental impact. So ethical and policy perspective. The findings were organized into three interrelated ethical frameworks: is OECD AI principles, transparency, and privacy, and UNESCO recommendations, that is human-centric approach, and consent and meaningful caregiver engagement, and avoid deficit and stigmatization models. In green AI ethics, it is a responsibility to mitigate environmental damage and account for energy costs in expect procurement and research reporting. Integration needed for both digital framework and green AI, inclusion ethics analysis, sustainability, and energy accounting. For implication and recommendation, we have divided into three. One is practical implementation and policy directives and research and evaluation. So in practical implementation, implement lightweight AI models for on-device personalization, especially in low connectivity classrooms, and employ human-in-the-loop AI where teacher guides decision with AI recommendations, and prioritize data minimization and privacy by design, leveraging edge inference to reduce network energy. And policy directives is embedded green AI standards into EdTech sourcing and research funding, requiring energy and computing tax support. And integrate inclusion commitment with sustainability goals for energy efficient application. For research and evolution, mandate both education and environmental metrics in all education studies, and establish task support with special educators. I conclude this with systematic review highlights the potential of AI for inclusive education for autistic children, balanced by growth, mitigating environmental impact. Addressing this requires a complete effort from all the stakeholders, from researcher, developer, and policy. I conclude this by unifying inclusive design with green AI principles, we can create effective, accessible, and planet-friendly learning environment for autism.
It's a systematic presentation. I appreciate Mr. B. Guru Aravindan for the topic he has chosen. Any questions from the participants? No. I have a question. Uh, what what is the why did you choose your sample as for children for autism? Autism has many more than 3,000 and odd spectrums. Do you think so far no only one app that helps the autism child to promote? Okay. How can you say that there is only one app? Because only in this same forum we had one study. No, she said there are many apps and games to the learning disability. For autism, there are. Okay. So that is your in your recommendation. Have you mentioned about it? Okay. But I really appreciate your presentation and I mean the way you presented you have reviewed okay everything you have very clearly mentioned with all the references and all the sources that you have. So this is how we have to present even in the thematic papers. So you set a good example in this forum. Now thank you for your
Thank you, ma'am.
presentation. Now I would like to call. Okay. Now I would like to call Mrs. Aarti. Yes, Aarti. She's an MEd second year student from Stella Matutina College of Education. Her topic is on AI for climate justice and ethical future and an ethical future.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today my topic is AI for chemical justice and an ethical future. Look at this map. The regions in red color are some of the worst impacts of climate change, floods, heat, heat waves, and displacement. These also are home indigenous communities, small island nations, and global south include large part of India and Africa. Yet the poorest 50% of humanity is responsible for only 10% of historical emissions. This is not just a climate change, this is a climate injustice. AI as a transformative tool for climate action, three core applications, super accurate climate and weather prediction, intelligent, fair distribution of food, energy, and aid, direct empowerment of marginalized communities. When guided by ethics, AI does not just predict the future; it helps us to build a future that leaves no one behind. AI in climate modeling and early warning. Let me show you one more impressive example, which I've given a picture over there. And over there. And Google Finds AI can now forecast the rainfall up to 10 days in advance within over 90% accuracy, far better than traditional models. In 2024 and 2025, the system saved thousands of lives during floods in Bangladesh, uh, Assam, and Bihar by giving communities 5 to 7 days of advance warning instead of just 1 or 2 days. Optimizing aids and resources with AI. The United Nations World Programming uses AI that combines satellite imagery, mobile money data, rainfall forecast, and market prices. They can predict exactly which village will face food shortage to 9 months in advance and deliver the aid before people started starving. The ethical challenges we must confront the three critical issues: the high energy consumption. Training one large AI model can emit as much carbon as five cars in their entire lifetime. Algorithmic bias. In India, some AI flood mapping tools were ignoring the slum area because they were trained only on data from affluent colonies, literally making the poor invisible in their own city. Digital divided, and if AI remains in the hand of only few countries, it will widen the digital and climate divide. Conclusion: uh, AI will not save the planet by itself, but inclusive, and transparent AI design with global south, with women, with indigenous people, with food can become the greatest ally we have ever had to fight for the climate justice. So my appeal to all of you is policymaker, scientist, funder, and international organization is this. Let us commit here and now to build AI system that put more vulnerable communities first, because the true measurement of intelligence is not how smart our machines are, but how justly they serve humanity and care our planet. Thank you.
Yeah, very, very good study. I appreciate Ms. Aarti for your study. Yes, of course, we all should agree, isn't it? Because AI helps us to take informed decisions. If it could predict earlier, as she said, in Bangladesh, few people were saved because of the earlier prediction. It helps any governments to save the people and all that. And in the agricultural base also, AI could predict that. I mean, what is that? 9 years, 9 months earlier itself, it could predict the like that, yes. And she also talked about the carbon emission, which is very, very important. Yes, of course, we are in the AI era, and the technological advancement is more, and we are using a lot of electronic devices. Of course, everything, although it is not tangible, though we couldn't see, there are a lot of carbon emissions. For that also, corporate peoples are working out in creating the algorithm, and in those parts. If while they create those things, no, it consumes lot of I mean, it emits lot of carbon. For that part also, of course, people are working to reduce the emission when they create all these things, so that is also there. So we all must be, so from education side, we all must be aware of all these things, what is going on in the developmental side, and also about the in the implementation part. And from the society also, we need to take up the views, what are, and from the layman's also, we should understand their view on the usage of these things. So it's a nice work you have done, and you have nicely presented also through your presentation. Very systematic presentation. I really appreciate Ms. Aarti. She being a very young researcher, she is only in the MEd second year, but she could be able to present her views in a very beautiful manner. I really appreciate, and I also, I mean, advocate you to proceed your further studies by taking up your doctoral studies also. So again, any other questions from the participants? No? Okay. Now let me call upon Dr. P. Gayatri, Assistant Professor from Nazareth College of Education.
in our daily life, definitely we are starting with it, right? We are in it, right? Especially in Chennai city. So in my area also, daily because I'm traveling by train only, so that daily I'm seeing this overflow thing. That's why one day I met sanitary worker. I met her. I asked her, so why don't you clean this things? Daily I am seeing, but you didn't clean this thing. Why don't you do that work? That time she said, ma'am, we are working from morning 4 a.m. onwards. 4 a.m. onwards. Really, I saw that 4 a.m. that sanitary worker in Chennai city. This bean, actually, this type of bean, at what time, by 7:30, I start at that time, the fight. So 4 a.m., 4:30, within 3 hours, again the bin is filled, overflowed. What she said, ma'am, we are also humans. We are also humans. So how much we can work for this type of waste? So really, they are humans. So definitely, so that time only what I thought, in many areas, wherever we go, all are talking about technologies. So why don't we use technologies in this way? So that's why I chose AI technology in waste management topic. So this is my topic, artificial intelligence in waste management. So only because of that, human beings, sanitary workers, for optimizing recycling through smart technology. So myself and my friends, Tamil prepare this paper. So when it comes to the global waste crisis, 2 billion tons annual waste collected each year, and 62 million tons in India waste collected. 70% projected growth, expecting waste in 2050. Just imagine, in that 70%, definitely 35% waste comes from India only. In traditional, why we should use technology in AI means, just compare traditional waste and modern waste. In traditional method, open dumping fits manual sorting processes, labor intensive operations, high error rates, focus on disposal only. The problem is pollution, toxic gases, pest attractions, climate impact. So suppose if we use AI technology in waste management, automated sorting, smart collection routes, real-time monitoring, high precision accuracy, circular economy focus. So for this, we can benefit in what way? Efficiency, sustainability, and resource recovery. How AI transforms waste management. The first one is computer vision sorting. Here, AI identifies and separates plastic, metal, paper, glass automatically. Then smart collection system. Sensors detect bin levels, optimize routes, reduce fuel costs. Then predictive analytics, machine learning forecast based patterns for better planning. Monitoring and detection. AI robots and drones track landfills, detect illegal dumping. So among this, just one example, how this is happened in our area. We can say one example. I can say one example. Suppose one bin is there. If we fix sensor in that bin, 100 kg capacity is built up. So if it is reached 75% kg, the sensor automatically sends message to that particular sanitary worker. So automatically they come and collect. They never confuse. They never search any rules. So directly they come and collect that bin. So easily we avoid that overflow bin. Then benefits of AI in waste management: improved sorting accuracy, optimized collection, predictive planning, environmental protection, real-time monitoring. So here, Improved sorting accuracy means precise separation increases recycling rates and reduces contamination. Optimized collection means smart routes save time. So definitely they will know there is a message in which area which bin is overfilled. So directly they come and collect the waste. So they save fuel and save time also. And labor cost also we can reduce. Then predictive planning. When Diwali time, we also see in the news, Diwali times a lot of waste should be collected, right? So now the Diwali time is a lot and lot of waste and weather also spoiled, environment is spoiled. So everything is we are facing. So this is in predictive planning. So suppose next month is Diwali celebration is that means. So before that sanitary workers pre-planned what are the things should be kept for that. Okay. Then environmental protection, reduce landfill waste and greenhouse gas emissions and real-time monitoring. Challenges and barriers, of course, financial is when we use technology, definitely machine learning and deep learning algorithms only we should use for this. So financially, it is highly cost and technically the skilled person should be maintained. Then socially, privacy concerns with sensors and ethical data collection issues are there. Supporting UN Sustainable Development Goals means five sustainable development goals are supporting here. This is NIDA and R also. SDG 11, 12, 13, 9 and 3. Smart collection routes, then innovation, responsible consumption, climate action and health and well-being. For enrollment, health and well-being is more important than any other. That is my personal opinion. Health is more important. Then conclusion is AI is not just a technological tool for waste management. It is catalyst for creating cleaner, smarter and more sustainable communities, enhanced efficiency, environmental impact and future vision also. So real-time monitor, how this future vision means real-time monitoring, sustainable communities and global SDG support. Thank you.
Well presented, ma'am. Very needed topic you have chosen for this topic. You have justified the conference topic and presentation also. So very good. The first picture that you have shown, it's good you have shown that the waste bin which is in a very secluded place. But in day-to-day life, we see in every street corner the same kind of bin. It's very good you have not chosen that. If you have chosen that, it would have brought the reality to the forum. Okay. So, any questions from the participants? Any questions? No. Okay. Now, what do you advocate, ma'am, from this study? This is yeah.
We don't know nowadays health is more important. Not only because of other things. The waste is also impactful. So should use technology to our society. Because other countries are also started AI technology, but in India we are lacking. So we should use this.
Like yes, of course. From her study, we have and we should understand that government has to take more initiatives on adopting AI technology in waste management. But as citizens of this country, we need to support the government. Every day I hope in even in your districts you could hear a song in the mornings, early morning song. Yes, to collect the waste and people are really insisting like anything to segregate the waste into gradable and means degradable and biodegradable bins. But how many of us are following? Yes, it's very less. No, unless we cooperate, it's not going to happen. Isn't it not? These days, government has taken lot of initiative and they have started giving notices to the houses if you are not segregating the waste like that. They are issuing. They are even penalizing now. Okay. Yes, if we are not. So that kind of initiatives are being taken by the government. So what is needed is we need, I mean, every country need intelligent citizens. Yes, intelligent future citizens we need. So for which, as educationists, we need to support and we need to educate our society, our surroundings, our home, our family, and for ourselves. So it's a very nice topic, ma'am, you have chosen. I congratulate for the topic you have chosen, and thank you very much. Now I call upon Sabina Solomon, MAd first year. She belongs to Stella Matutuno College of Education, and her topic is integrating climate literacy with SDGs.
Very good afternoon to one and all present here. I thank God for having given me this chance to present my paper here. A famous proverb goes like this: "An intelligent heart acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise speaks knowledge." This was given by the famous King Solomon. Now, I deem it a pleasure to present my paper in my beloved alma mater, Stella Matutina College of Education. My topic being integrating climate literacy with sustainable development goals. As you can see, my topic relates to climate literacy, and even though this topic is pretty new, climate literacy means we understand our influence on climate and climate's influence on us and the society as a whole. In September 2015, the General Assembly of the United Nations adopted the 2030 Agenda, and it included the 17 SDGs. Also, the principle or the vital goal that they had maintained was leaving no one else behind. So that topic or that motto is self-explanatory, where we need to have a holistic approach towards the 17 sustainable goals. So as you can see here in my picture, so I particularly brought this picture up. The picture says it all, climate literacy. It's not important how educated we are, but we need to relate climate literacy in our everyday aspect. So for knowing that, we should know the difference between weather and climate. So weather, as you know, it keeps changing every other day. But if we don't take care of our weather, what happens? In the long run, the climate suffers, and that is when very important that we need to know what is climate literacy and how we go about maintaining it. So climate literacy, as already discussed, so it is a person's actions which influences the climate, and it's a scientific understanding of the same. When I talk about the components, we have both the scientific understanding and also the environmental awareness towards that. When I say scientific understanding, it's very, very important how much we know about the climatic conditions based on the various geographical locations. When I say environmental awareness, we need to know about the communities and the varied ecosystems. The definition of ecosystem goes like this. It's a functional unit of nature where we have abiotic and biotic factors interacting within themselves. So as a biologist, I thought it is very important to bring in that point where an ecosystem is always the species richness, which is directly proportional to the richness of biodiversity. As you know, I have included the SDGs, a pictorial representation. Also, the list of the 17 sustainable goals have been listed out here. But I am going to only specify goal number 4, 5, 6, 13, 14, 15, and 17. In particular, I would like to take climate action, which is goal 13, and life below water for ocean literacy, life on land to avoid pollution, and as a whole, goal 17 to partner and to achieve the goal together. And then, what is ocean literacy? So, this is a new term which has been talked about for a while, and we should have the right kind of attitude, the knowledge, the behavior, the values, and the awareness. And we must communicate it respectively in the places that we work, let it be a school or a college, the places that we are placed in. It's our responsibility to plant the seeds. So here, as a biologist, I just wanted to take a comparison between coral reef and dugong. If you know, coral reefs are called as the rainforest of our ocean, and dugongs, they are our farmers of the sea. But sadly, coral reefs have been extensively destroyed by bioerosion, and dugongs are regionally endangered. So we must have enough of information on ecosystems to protect them with the help of sustainable development. Now, how do we relate this to education? We can make a person learn it, and as famous John Dewey always defines education, he says it's a continuous reconstruction of experiences where education is not a preparation of life but for life itself. So we create as a lifelong continuous process where students get to be a part of turtle walks, they get to know that we should not hurt coral reefs, and then we must get into the various planting trees initiatives. How do we take baby steps towards this? Proper waste disposal, reduce fertilizer use, practice responsible recreation, and all most important of all, as most of you all have already suggested, reducing our carbon footprint. In conclusion, I would like to say that the sustainable goals are built on the principle of leaving no one else behind. And climate literacy and SDGs are always intertwined. So it is our key actions like transformative action, integrating climate action, and our focus on resilience with improved weather and climate data to create an admired and a beautiful tilt to maintain the SDGs and thereby improving our climate literacy. I hope everyone enjoyed my presentation as much as I enjoyed in presenting it. So thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am. Wonderful presentation. Any questions to ma'am? No? Yes. You have nicely touched on all the topics from seven of the SDG goals. Out of 17, seven you have touched, and you concentrate on the rest, on which four you concentrated. And it is nice that being a biologist, how much you cared about the nature, and we need to understand nature is everything. I mean, we learn everything from nature, and we depend completely on nature. Yes, even A and all is later on. It has come for us to lead a very modern life and all that. But without nature, nothing. But without AI, we can live. Can we live without nature? No. So we shouldn't forget that. And it is very important for us to protect our nature, for which you have taken a good study, ma'am. I congratulate you for choosing this topic, and I congratulate. Thank you. Now I call upon Veronica. Veronica J. from Stella Matutina College of Education. She is MEd second year student. She has chosen topic on harnessing AI to minimize energy consumption and mitigate climate change. Ma'am, kindly stick on to the time. Take only 4 minutes time, 1 minute for discussion. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, myself, Veronica, I'm MS student from Stella Matutina College. Before getting into the topic, actually, imagine a world where actually we are in a world where light, machines, and vehicles knows exactly when to power off and power on. So, if it was in such a way, so we won't waste a single watt of energy. We will not be able. It will be conserved. So the word isn't science fiction anymore. It is the power of artificial intelligence working hand in hand with the planet. So, harnessing AI to minimize energy consumption and mitigate climate change is nothing but taking the control of artificial intelligence and technological resources to achieve specific, specific goals to generate tangible benefits. So AI transforming energy efficiency, which is crucial for tracking climatic change and promoting the sustainability. So these are the applications in energy efficiency. So, first one is smart energy management system. Actually, now we are integrating our homes into a smart home. Like we are using lights which has everything to turn off by itself and when people is not around. Okay, next, industrial energy optimization, and next one is smart grid renewable integration. It is nothing but the smart grid which is used in the industries to reduce the excess power consumption. Okay. The AI will also lower the footprint of its own development. So while developing an AI itself will consume energy and it constitutes to greenhouse gas. So in order to reduce it, so AI are also advanced in energy efficient AI models and hardware such as one for all neural network. It is a network which reduces the
Light change. Light change.
footprint in next one is AI to mitigate climate change. So this will help to combat the climate change by improving the protection and resources. So it also enhances weather and climate models to improve the accuracy of the weather. Um, and then optimizing renewable energy and grid, in which it lowers the greenhouse gas emissions and it also helpful for detecting the deforestation and biodiversity losses. So which leads to the better conservation of and energy. Okay, this is a simple outlook which, in order to minimize the energy consumption and climate change. With the help of the AI, we can collect the data, and after collecting the data, so the AI will analyze the data so that we can use it for reducing the energy demand and lower the carbon emission, and also we can apply the AI for the mitigation of climate. So these are some of the examples of transforming the energy consumption in our homes. So we are using a smart, so we can, in order to conserve the energy, we can change our homes into a smart home organization and dynamic. For example, intelligent night lighting system, which was launched by Philips company of Philips. The name of the light was Philips. So the specialty of this AI driven. So these are the examples of the applications of AI in climate change mitigation. So AI is also used for monitoring the iceberg melting, deforestation mapping, and so on for in plastic, ocean plastic cleanup. So So in Netherlands, they have, for example, in Netherlands, they have used an AI technology to detect the plastic, in the ocean and treat them effectively. So I have listed some of the benefits of harnessing AI for reducing uh, the climate, for mitigation of climate change. So, in conclusion, so this will effectively, this when we involve the AI in our, then we can effectively framework and technologically we may invest essentialities to unlock the AI full potential in minimizing energy use and reducing the climate change. So these are my reference.
Veronica. You have yes, we have, you have made us all. You have reminded that change should come within, isn't it not? So she has nicely in her slides presented how the mitigation of to minimize the energy using AI from family, industry, and you have finally concluded by giving policy makers recommendations and all that. And you have nicely quoted some Netherlands. initiative, so which is very nice for us. It was very educative. Any questions from the participants for Veronica? No. Due to time constraint, let's move on to the next presenter, Dr. T. Pun Malini, Loyola College of Education. You can make it quick, ma'am. 3 minutes is enough.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I will be sharing insights on how we can connect classroom learning with the community engagement through the sustainable development goals, especially focusing on teacher education. So we are from the teacher education. So my focus is on about the teacher education. And yeah, I'm moving on to the contribution part. Okay, so we all know there are 17 sustainable developmental goals that addresses interconnected global changes from poverty to climate change. And education for sustainable development aims to build knowledge, skills, and values to tackle these challenges. This means embedding sustainability in curriculum design, pedagogy, and community engagement, not treating it as add-on. Okay, so we should have a main focus. And with regard to the role of pedagogical courses shape future change makers. They integrate environmental, social, and economic aspects of sustainability. A good teacher education program promotes interdisciplinary learning, connecting science, economics, and ethics to real world issues. And curriculum integration. SDG can be integrated by embedding related modules, linking subjects across disciplines, and encouraging projects that connect theory to community issues. So when we are going to transform the paper into the practice, then only we can get a good benefit out of it. So for example, student might design local awareness program on waste management or gender equality. And with regard to the pedagogical approaches, different methods supports SDG learning, experiential learning through community projects and service, inquiry-based learning to foster research and curiosity, collaborative learning to build teamwork and intercultural understanding. These approaches make learning active and reflective. And teacher competence for SDGs, sustainability, educator needs key competencies like system thinking, seeing connections between the issues, critical reflection, questioning assumptions, future vision, imagining sustainable alternatives, empathy and global citizenship, caring beyond boundaries. And I have case study examples. Okay, so regarding Finland, their outcome is about cross-disciplinary sustainability modules, and India and Australia are their main key areas is experiential learning, real-world projects and community outcome, and in Japan, ESG tied to local challenges. So when we are going to concentrate directly to the community, we can take more benefit out of it. And Sweden, the outcome is sustainability in policy and campus life, and teacher competency development that is done in all spheres. And with regard to the challenges, overloaded curriculum is a very big challenge for us, and lack of trained educators, institutional rigidity, limited resources. Overcoming these requires innovation and collaboration. We are talking about the curriculum. We have very fixed curriculum. We don't have any authority to change, or we don't have any kind of flexibility in curriculum. So the policy makers as well as the curriculum designers have to be have more awareness, and they have to take steps with regard to the sustainability and strategies for effective integration, redesigning curriculum, and continuous professional development. Yes. Next one. And with regard to the technology, digital tools that is also nurture global digital citizenship, preparing learners to act responsibly online and offline. We are talking about the IQ and EQ. Nowadays, DQ is also important, that is digital quotient is also much important. And future directions. lifelong learning and digital literacy, um, and AI for sustainability. Micro credentials and modular ESG programs can help teachers continuously upskill and adopt. Micro credential means they can introduce a short-term course which consumes less time than the degree or the diploma, so that they can teach the students about the sustainable goals, and they can create a rapport what kind of responsibility they have with regard to the sustainable. And to conclude, we must move from knowledge to action. That is the main idea. And teachers are at the core of the sustainable transformation. Today, our chairperson also, our resource person also talk about teachers are the connectors, the real connectors. So they are going to build the gap between the individual and the community. So teachers have to be properly trained in such a way to meet out the demands of the society. And pedagogical institutions must be the catalyst to connect classroom lessons to community change. So together we can shape a generation that not only learns about the world, but acts. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Purmalni, ma'am. It's a nice study you have made. Due to time constraints, we are in a hurry. We made you to finish off quickly, but you raised a concern about the curriculum. But of course, the UGC is giving guidelines then and there to introduce and revise the syllabus and all that. So we cannot say that we don't have any play in the curriculum. We are the change agents. We are the so we have to definitely, yeah, we can always write and
My
take up
concern
this.
is everything is there in the paper, but we can't apply it sometimes. We have some kind of barriers also to follow
That's
that.
why in the NEP 2020 is giving all the options for all these to include, because it is advocate for short-term courses and everything. So definitely future will be for us. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the presentation. Now let me call upon any queries, any questions from the participants? No. Thank you. Now I call upon Satya Lakshmi. Satya Lakshmi, Mrs. Satya Lakshmi, Miss Satya Lakshmi V, Stella Matutina College of Education. Take minutes. Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Satyalakshmi. I'm a secondary student, Salamata College of Education. I'm here to present AI for green innovation and sustainability. So, artificial intelligence is emerging as a pivotal tool in advancing green innovation and sustainability, where we can optimize resources, predicting changes, enabling eco practices. Here, I'm going to say about some important AI platforms which can be used for mitigating emissions thereby conserving biodiversity. The first one is the predictive analytics for climate modeling. It is an UK-based AI platform that is global DeepMind, which predicts wind patterns for wind farms, where we can increase forecast accuracy by 20%. We can optimize turbine output by reducing fossil fuel reliance and lowering carbon emissions. The next is the optimization in resource management. So AI can also use for minimizing waste. For example, IBM Watson is a US-based platform in precision agriculture cuts water use about 30% and chemical runoff by tailoring irrigation and fertilizers to soil and crop needs, thereby protecting that biodiversity effectively. The next is smart systems for urban sustainability, where AI plus IoT, that is Internet of uh, technology, can be incorporated to adapt to smart grids and transport. For example, Singapore Smart Nation is an AI platform in Singapore can be optimized for traffic signals via sensors, thereby reducing congestion and emissions by 15%. So it is a data-driven urban green planning. The next one is the ethical AI and green computing, which reduces AI's own carbon footprint, where efficient algorithms plus hardware work together to mitigating the energy use. For example, OpenAI's cost models. So AI itself consumes energy, where we can reduce computation power by 50%, thereby maintaining performance in eco simulations. and including net positive green impact. So, the ideas presented here underscore AI's multifaceted role in enhancing sustainability, though it remains essential to tackle obstacles like privacy risks and algorithmic unfairness. To conclude with the famous quote of Alvin Gupta, the development of exponential technologies like new biotech and AI aimed at a larger trend, one in which humanity can shift from a world of constraints to one in which we think with a long-term purpose where sustainable food production, housing and fresh water is available for all. So I'm concluding here that AI can unlock for green innovation thereby predictive, optimized and smart systems. So we humans work together to create a sustainable environment. Thank you.
Yes, okay, Lakshmi. Your presentation was good, and the chosen topic, you have justified your topic, AI for green innovation and sustainability, and you have also made us know what are the apps that are used for sustainability. I think you are from computer science background, biological science background, but yeah, thank you. And any questions from the participants? Yeah, nice. Then let me call upon Satya Lakshmi is over. Then Vanaja, Dr. Vanaja, Assistant Professor of Education, Mangalam College of Education, Tiruvallur. Yeah, next. Okay. Now, P. Monica Shekhar, PhD scholar, Department of Education, University of Madras.
Department of PhD College of Education, University of Madras, under the guidance of Dr. Department of Education, University of Madras. So, my topic is towards a sustainable future, the role of human value-based education in shaping ethical and climate resistant systems. So, today the world faces a serious problem like climate change, pollution, and loss of natural resources. Solving these problems is not possible only with the technologies or machines or policies, but also we need a change in how people they act and they think. So that is why human value-based education is important. It helps the students to understand how their actions affect others and also the environment. So when education includes these values such as empathy, integrity, respect, and responsibility, students learn uh, the values and also act accordingly. As UNESCO stated, when education combines social, moral, and ecological values, people make better choices that help build a sustainable future. So sustainable lifestyle means meeting our needs without harming the future generation and the ability to meet theirs. As Brundtland Commission said, so it includes using resources carefully, avoiding the waste, and also making fair and responsible choices. So education that teaches compassion, respect, and fairness helps students to reduce pollution and waste, conserve the energy and also electricity, support fair trade products. As Sterling 2019 says, true sustainability education should build moral awareness, not just teach facts about the environment. Integrating human values into education system, it includes value education in the subjects, empathy and compassion, integrity and honesty, justice and equality, universal responsibility. So transforming educators for sustainability. There should be curriculum integration, incorporating ethical reflection, debates, and case studies linking the lifestyle choices of global ecologies across subjects. So, teachers should act as a role model. Therefore, the students also should they can incorporate all these things from the teachers. Then, experienced learning will also help to build it helps to conserve waste and also sustainable agriculture connect theories to the real world responsibility. So institutions should practice like school embed sustainability through green campuses, energy efficiency, and policies promoting social equity. So aligning with sustainable development goals, I have taken five goals like Sustainable Development Goals 13, 4, 12, and 16 and 17. The challenges, what are the challenges in implementation means already the curriculum is overloaded and assessment limitations, the lack of teachers preparation and cultural barriers. So recommendations for practice, cross-sectional, cross-disciplinary integration, values and sustainable labs, peer-based projects such as empathy-based, diversity and environmental ethics, community partnership and student leadership programs. The intelligent heart here refers to true sustainability lies not only in artificial intelligence, but also not only in artificial intelligence or technologies or infrastructures, but in the true intelligent heart. Here, intelligent heart is a humanity-driven, value-based resource which underpinning the everyday act of the life. So here I conclude, we cannot achieve a sustainable future without moral education and also guidance in our action. Human value-based education gives ethical base in terms sustainable from just not only from government plan into a personal way of living. When education teaches empathy, moderation, and respect for nature, it shapes who cares for both people and also the planet. So true sustainability is not built by machines or technology, but also built by an intelligent human heart. If intelligent human heart here refers with kindness, wisdom, empathy, and responsibility.
Monica Selvi, yes, you have given a clear indication on your observations through your presentation. It was nice. Any questions from the participants? Okay.
Good evening, sir. You're most welcome. We are happy to have you, sir. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. It's an honor and pleasure, sir, to have you here with us.
A very good afternoon to one and all gathered here. With hearts filled with gratitude and minds enriched with knowledge, we have now reached the final session of our international conference on AI for Sustainable Future, integrating climate literacy and human values towards sustainable development goals, held on this memorable day. Over the past sessions, we have witnessed a confluence of brilliant minds, thought provoking discussions, and inspiring insights on how artificial intelligence can be a powerful catalyst for sustainability, ethics, and education. And now it is time to bring this remarkable journey to a meaningful close with a valedictory function. To begin this solemn occasion, may I invite Dr. J. Jane Shantini, Dean of Student Affairs, to deliver the welcome address and extend a warm welcome to our distinguished guests, delegates, and participants.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. It is indeed a moment of great honor and joy to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to Dr. N. Panjanathan, the distinguished Vice Chancellor of Gandhigram Rural University, deemed to be University, Ministry of Education, Government of India, Gandhigram, Dindigul, Tamil Nadu. A visionary academician, eminent administrator, and inspiring leader, Dr. Panjanathan has rendered over 34 years of rich experience in teaching, research, and administration. His illustrious career includes serving as Vice Chancellor of the Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, Registrar of Annamalai University, and Head of the Business Schools at Annamalai University for more than a decade. With his multi-dimensional qualifications, holding degrees in management, psychology, education, yoga, and commerce, and his prestigious training from renowned international institutions, he stands as beacon of academic excellence and global. Academic contributions are truly remarkable, with over 450 research papers, 75 books, and 65 PhD scholars guided under his mentorship. His international presence is equally impressive, with 62 academic visits across the globe and collaborations with several foreign universities as a visiting professor. A recipient of over 50 national a recipient of over 50 national and international awards. He has significantly contributed to higher education reforms, institutional development, and human resource advancement. NAC A grade, implemented numerous innovations, and achieved milestones in research, sustainability, and educational excellence. His visionary initiatives, ranging from academic reforms to environmental projects, have set exemplary standards in educational governance. Sir, your presence today is a great source of inspiration to all of us. On behalf of the Secretary, Principal, faculty, and the participation, we extend our deepest gratitude and a cordial welcome to you. We we eagerly look forward to your enlightening address and valuable guidance that will motivate education. Welcome, sir, with immense respect and admiration. I wholeheartedly welcome our dear Secretary, Dr. M. Irudayameri, time to join us for this wonderful occasion. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your heartfelt words of welcome that have set the perfect tone for this afternoon session. A conference of this magnitude is the result of immense teamwork academic exchange, and dedicated effort. To present a comprehensive report of the conference, I now invite Dr. Mrs. Carolyn Jabasorna, Controller of Examination, to take us through the highlights and outcomes of this international gathering.
Good evening to one and all. Good evening to one and all. Report on the International Conference on AI for a Sustainable Future, Integrating Climate Literacy and Human Values Towards Sustainable Development Goals, held during the 12th of November 2025. The International Conference on AI for a Sustainable Future, Integrating Climate Literacy and Human Towards Sustainable Development Goals was organized in hybrid mode with the participation of 110 delegates from various institutions. The inaugural session of the conference commenced with a prayer song expressing gratitude for God's blessings, followed by the rendition of Tamil Thai Vaalthu by the college choir. Dr. Sister Irday Mary, the principal in charge, delivered the welcome address, extending warm greetings to all the delegates and introducing the chief guest and keynote speaker, Dr. Priyadarshini Muthukrishnan, senior lecturer, Intai International University, Nilai, Malaysia. Dr. K. A. Shiba, organizing secretary of the International Conference, presented an overview of the dynamics and objectives of the conference. The keynote address was then delivered by Dr. Priyadarshini Muthukrishnan on the topic Integrating Climate Literacy and Human Values for Achieving Sustainable Development Goals in the AI Era. In her insightful presentation, she discussed the current status and challenges in climate change education, the role of value-based education in achieving SDGs, and the potential of artificial intelligence in advancing sustainability. She also posed a thought-provoking question to participants: is AI rescuing or damaging our planet? And introduced the bicycle model on climate exchange education as a framework for reflection. Following her address, she engaged in an interactive session with the participants. A monograph containing 75 research and thematic articles submitted for the conference was officially released during the inaugural ceremony. The first copy was received by Dr. Joseph Catherine, former principal of Stella Matituna College of Education, from Dr. Sister Ruby Alangara Mary, the esteemed secretary of the institution. The session concluded with a vote of thanks proposed by Dr. J. Anapriya, assistant professor of history, followed by a short tea break. The plenary session commenced with a welcome address by Dr. Aroke Elizabeth Josephin, assistant professor of biological science, who introduced the resource person, Ms. Venus Denon Claver, Operational Director and International Affairs Manager, Shinabatra University, Thailand. In her address titled Climate Literacy, the engine driving progress along all SDGs, Ms. Claver emphasized collaboration and future-ready learning, the institutional and community responsibilities of educators, and the concept of educators as the participants by clarifying their queries. The vote of thanks for the session was delivered by Dr. Rubina, Assistant Professor of Psychology. Following a lunch break, the paper presentation sessions commenced. A total of 6 sessions were organized with 5 online and 1 offline. The offline session was chaired by Dr. Girija, Head School of Education, Wales University, while the online sessions were chaired by Dr. Komala of Education, Dr. Eugene Rosetta, Assistant Professor and Head in Charge, Department of Education, University of Madras, Dr. Devi Sri, Assistant Professor, Department of Curriculum Planning and Evaluation, Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, and Dr. Sendamil Pavai, Assistant Professor of Education, MGR Research and Educational Institute, Chennai. Each presenter was given sufficient time to share their research, and valuable feedback and suggestions were provided by the respective chairpersons. The valedictory session, now in progress, is graced by Dr. Panchanathan, Vice Chancellor, Gandhigram Rural University, as the chief guest. Dr. Jain Shantani, Dean of Students, extended a warm welcome address to the chief guest and delegates. The conference report has been presented now summarizing the key insights and proceedings of the event. We are anticipating an insightful valedictory address to follow. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the detailed and insightful report encapsulating the spirit and success of this conference. The moment we have all been waiting for, the valedictory address by our distinguished academic leader. We are deeply honored to have amidst us Dr. V. Panjanatham, Vice Chancellor, Gandhigram Rural Institute, Ministry of Education, Gandhigram, Tamil Nadu. Sir, your visionary leadership and contribution to higher education and research continue to inspire scholars and educators alike. We warmly welcome you to deliver the valedictory address.
Good evening to all. Am I audible? கேக்குதா?
Yes, sir.
Most respected secretary of the college, dynamic principal of the college, respected deans of the college, respected teachers, scholars, my dear students, respected participants, wonderful resource persons, national and international, for all those great persons, I convey my respects, affection, salutation in organizing this great program from morning to evening. All respected organizers, lot of work they have done. It is not easy. Sometimes in the writer sense, I used to tell when I was in Annamalai University, my wife, my son, we three young boy, he was a young boy, now he is a professor in Hong Kong, Business School, Hong Kong. When he was a young boy, we three used to go in bike to a restaurant. When we come back, I'll come by bike, my wife will come by auto, my son will come by his friend's cycle. Because in choosing the menu, some problem will come. Finally, we 2.5 tickets will come back in 3 different timings. So small organizing a family trip to 4th Street in a hotel is a difficult task. That being the case, here, organizing this type of program, making great people to come and wonderful people to listen and taking care of hospitality. So all those things really a great sense of commitment. There itself, the values, the topic of this conference, values do start from there itself. We take care of guests, providing water, coffee, biscuit, all those things we take care. Comfortable place to sit, accommodation, all these things. So part of the title starts from there. Then the respected secretary, the freedom she gives, motivation she gives, blessings she gives, they all add value addition. Then the wonderful participants investing their valuable time. That too, immediately after listening to the title AI, immediately we are tempted to go to Reels, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, so WhatsApp, so many things. We are, yesterday also in the Reels I could see when husband is eating, slowly is bringing near his eyes. The immediately wife will come, big bandage she will bring along with this mobile phone. She will tie. She will do the bandage. He cannot see. So even during eating also, he is seeing something, he is enjoying. So investing time here without doing that, investing time to get the new insights. A lot of the report says that you got a lot of new insights from the morning. Sometimes you know, but still we need reinforcement. We know. In one-way traffic, you should not go. I should not go. I know. I'm a vice chancellor. Sometimes I see my home is very nearby if I go in one-way traffic. If I see the policeman is taking tea in the two-wheeler, I try to go. I try to go. Then my value system comes. If you are an ordinary teacher, not acceptable. You are a vice chancellor. If you get caught, you. And when teachers listening to these things, they will spread this message to hundreds of students in their classes. So even 10 students, 10 teachers attend, and it goes to hundreds of people throughout their life. Even after 4 years also, they remember something they tell in the classroom. So once again, congratulations to all of us. People say that even today also morning we had half a day from the government of India ministry with people came. So immediately some people about artificial intelligence, immersion technology, the next level technology, so many things they were talking. And innocently one teacher asked, sir, will it replace the teacher? Whether our jobs will go? So innocently I asked. But when they asked this question, he tell that a true teacher, an intelligent teacher, there is a competition between only this AI can be a co-pilot. The AI can be a supporting person. So we cannot replace. But driverless, there is a competition. It's a machine. It will not love. Only original Rajini will love Aishwarya Rai. Now the wonders in the world. So we should not allow to that level for which we should be always, the intelligence should be always ahead than the top artificial intelligence. That too, value system plays very important role. People used to say in Japan during war period, and the lady says, don't kill us, don't kill us. Then he is killing many people. So you do one thing. One of the children, out of these two children, one you should throw. I will kill. Blood will come. You see, with another child he can escape. So before he kills, blood comes. See, will stop. Even big principal, vice chancellor, 1 month. How did you take which child should be thrown to be killed within not even 1 second? How did you decide? Then she told, very simple. I am a mother. I am a teacher. The child which I threw is the child. The next child, I am teacher for that child. This is a neighbor. The child came to study, get information from me. I am a guru. I am a teacher. For a good teacher, value system. For a good teacher, though she is a mother, more than her own child, my student is more important. So not even half a second. I just 10 months I was keeping in my home. I saved my student. So this is the original case. If we don't have that value system, then climate change, they say, many calamities will come. And all of us, when I am 64 years old, please remember, did you and I buy water in bottle 40 years ago? Did you and I buy water in the water? Water is free always. On the road we can drink. On the river we can drink. Never we purchase water in bottle. But today, because of climate change, water deficit, all of us are buying waters. The next is dangerous. Today's topic, how it is relevant. The next dangerous thing people predict that we are all going to buy oxygen bottle. Oxygen bottle. At least water bottle we give. If Irdaya madam is asking, please give me water. So this is 20 rupees, madam. Okay, no problem. You take 10 ml, give back. But if it is oxygen, I will not give. If I give oxygen and I will die, I cannot give. Even the aeroplane, first you keep oxygen. If there is any problem, then you give it to your wife or husband or child. So we will not give oxygen. So days are already in China, they are buying oxygen. So days are coming, oxygen bottles are to be purchased, and we all will be hanging one side water bottle, one side oxygen bottle. To prevent that, climate change, because of climate change it happens. To prevent that, to keep sustainable development, this is a wonderful conference. This is an excellent conference. The wisdom of all great participants were able to listen. Simply they are listening, you may think. Tomorrow they will write, share with their students in the class. So the message will spread. Congratulations to respected secretary, the organizing team. Lot of efforts for the past 1 or 2 months you have taken. As a result, even few people take this message to hundreds of students and others. If our climate is development, one of the first goal is the elimination of poverty. Elimination of poverty. Today you and I are talking hundreds and thousands of people. Zero hunger, second one. Second goal. Hundreds of thousands of brothers and sisters in the world, they die out of hungry. They die. You go to mobile phone, take your death clock. There are two clocks running. Birth clock, death clock. Just to switch on, you can see the death clock. Every second, you see 1 second, one brother is died now. You see, next second, one sister is died. See the clock. Science. I'm talking science. I'm talking science. See, one person. See, not because I am talking people are dying. No, people are dying because of want of food. 97%. Only 3% people are dying, aging, accident, killing. All these things are bomb blast. All these things. 97 our percentage of our brothers and sisters all over the world. Every second one person is dying for want of food. But our second sustainable goal, removing hunger death, zero hunger. First one, providing quality education. A police officer says, 25 years ago when I joined as an young, honest police officer, I used to catch at least 10 criminals every day. Out of 10 criminals, no one used to be even 10th standard pass. All of them either school dropouts or illiterates. Teachers, professors, vice chancellors, principals. I'm sorry to say, today also I am catching 10 criminals. I am sorry to say, all the 10 criminals are graduates. Graduates. So as a teacher, see our value system. We don't teach. In our syllabus in third unit, we don't know how to snatch the iPhone. My son is from Hong Kong. He donated one iPhone. In Annamalai University, I was talking and walking. And two boys came. Just they pulled it, they took. This is the Janagaram paper, Dinatati paper in Annamalai University. Padiwalarin cell phone paripu. What it has come? So my cell phone has been taken away. How can I teach how to take cell phone criminal activities? How to snatch the chain? How can I teach? Even my cell phone is snatched. So we don't teach. But we take moral responsibility, value system. If society, educated people, teachers are responsible. Tomorrow, the planet, the people, they are all suffering for want of. Today, idli, dosa, chapati, food. People are dying. Tomorrow, just for want of air, oxygen. If people die, again, all of us are responsible. So the climate change is more important. That is to be taught to the people. That is to be sensitized again and again. That is the reason I congratulate Stella Matutina College and a great college, wonderful college, true education, quality education, dedicated teachers, dedicated teachers. So these teachers, together with the help of others, thanks to respected sisters, father, and all those uh, persons who are directly, indirectly involved, to sensitize people about artificial intelligence, about climate change, particularly towards sustainable development. Therefore, friends, even the solution is there. Where the last point I want to say, recently went to Vietnam, where for hunger death, to stop hunger death, the second such are unable to do it. The first solution is that time the world needed $300 billion to stop hunger death. Makeup industry, men and women, we all, now also I applied some fair and lovely. Makeup industry, $3,000 billion sales. You put 3 tubes and 10 coats towards poverty alleviation. Nobody, $300 billion will come. From $3,000 billion to 300 billion, 10,000, only 10%. Pancharadam, fair and lovely 10 times. 9 times you have it. Only one time you stop. My wife told, whatever they say, you are listening. We go and see Vietnam come. That means she herself is not interested. She is 60 years old. 60 years old grandmother, 40, not interested to reduce one coat. How will you hunger death? How will you stop? Then the next, but here to stop hunger death, to eliminate poverty, 10%, one quarter, you don't take that money you give. Nobody is there ready to accept. Today, both industry sales has increased to many thousands of $1 billion. Not possible. Last one he told, very simple, stop wastage of food. So to go to Tamil Nadu, all marriage houses, you go and see how much food is wasted. Who invented fridge, we do not know. In my home, last Pillayar Saditi, Vinayak Saditi, Kolkata is available now. After how many months it is available? Ready, in my 5 minutes my wife gives Kolkata. It was kept till last September. 1 year is over. So I am telling here, all food wastage, then you have to throw them out. All food wastage stop, diverted scientifically, no brother, no sister will die. Solution is there. We don't have value system to do it. That is the reason, congratulations to Srila Matikana colleagues that. And a wonderful topic, artificial intelligence, climate change, sustainable development, integrating our value system. For all those things, if we remain as a good person, values, if we have right values, only then, only then we can take care of our brothers and sisters in the world. வாடிய பயிரை கண்டபோதெல்லாம் வாடினேன். Indian philosophy. வாடிய பயிரை கண்டபோது philosophy. And தனி ஒரு மனிதனுக்கு உணவில்லை என்றால் ஜகத்தினை அழித்து விடுவேன். The whole world, nobody should eat if somebody is starving. So, such a great philosophy. In all over the world we have, the UK we have, the US we have, everywhere we have, in all regions we have, but unable to implement 100% all these philosophies and value systems. Therefore, as a last point, once again congratulate organizers for making arrangement to organize, giving reinforcement. You have been listening to me for the past 20 minutes. I have not told you anything new insight to you, but it is a reinforcement. Reinforcement. So we all will take them to society, students, through a community, so that as a result, all of us will build a strong value system to take care of our climate change. Next generation, people, let them enjoy. They should not say they should not ask what is water. They should not ask what is tree. They should not ask what is oxygen. So such a situation should not come. So AI can be there. AI can continue to develop, but it can never replace people, and we should not allow them to replace the people. We should use AI as a co-pilot, as a result, and we do excellent teaching learning process. At the end, we the excellent value system. As a result, the green life of people, sisters and brothers all over the world will be possible. Congratulations to organizers. Congratulations to participants. Best wishes to organizers. Best wishes to participants. With folded hands, I sincerely thank all of you for patiently listening to me for the 21 minutes. And I take this opportunity to invite all of you to come to A++ Gandhigram Rural University. In a rural university, here you can see 100% pollution-free environment, village environment near Madurai in Dindigul. I invite all of you to visit our university. Best wishes. God bless all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Added grace and smile in our face and depth to this conference conclusion. Every academic event shines through the reflection of its participants. We are delighted to invite two participants to share their seminar impression, their experiences and takeaways from this conference. First, I would like to invite Mr. Maumi Milimo, Department of Economics, University of Kerala, to share his thoughts. Sir,
Good. Am I audible? Hello?
yes, sir. Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes. So, distinguished, respected chief guests and distinguished participants, distinguished speakers, faculty, and fellow participants, good afternoon. For me, it is a proud honor to stand here this afternoon to share my thoughts and reflections on this particular international conference on AI for sustainable future, integrating climate literacy and human values towards sustainable development goals. For me, first and foremost, it is the combination of human values, AI, and sustainable future that caught my attention to particularly first register for this particular conference. I think most conferences that I've attended end just on sustainable future and AI, but and climate literacy or do not integrate human values. So I think this is the first point that for me had stood out. And over the course of the day, we had discussed, especially in the morning session, a lot of things were discussed, but I think some questions that should stand out where we questioned as such what it truly means to innovate responsibly, to educate meaningfully. And for me as a foreign student, this experience has been deeply moving and for a shared purpose. And uh, reminder also that sustainability has no borders, and I'm glad that this as such has been an international conference, meaning what has been discussed here has been thoughts for the Indian community as such, but also for the global space. So we have heard today that what we have heard today is not necessarily just relevant for policymakers or researchers, but also for each one of us, because sustainable future that we seek begins with personal awareness. And this was discussed even in the morning about the awareness for climate change and the AI that we can incorporate in schools, in institutions that we run. So, and also with the choices that we make, and also with including the values that we teach both to the learners and even to our peers as such. So, I think our organizing committee at this particular college of education. And I would like to end by saying that thank you all. This particular experience is not something that is forgettable, but also a reminder to us that the true measure of education is not necessarily in how much we know, but how deeply we care, which is, in this case, integrating human values, AI, and climate change. So thank you, and I look forward to the next conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Milimo, for that encouraging feedback and your global perspective. Now I invite Ms. Satyalakshmi, PGT Biology, Little Flower Matriculation Higher Secondary School, to share a reflection.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here to present the impression for today's conference, focusing on the very current and critical topic integrating climate literacy and human values towards sustainable development goals with focus on AI. Key takeaways centered on the interdisciplinary approach required for sustainability, emphasizing that AI must be consciously developed as an ethical tool rather than just a technical one. The conference itself, marked by distinguished international speakers and comprehensive academic paper presentations, was very rigorous and well executed forum. Overall, the event affirmed that the path to a sustainable future is paved through global collaboration and value driven technological integration. Once again, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am, for those warm and appreciative words. Every grand event concludes gracefully when gratitude is expressed. To propose the vote of thanks, I now invite Dr. Sister Shija Viola, Assistant Professor of Education, to extend our heartfelt appreciation to all who contributed to the success of this international conference.
Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good.
His love endures forever. Psalms 107, verses 1. A very good evening, one and all present here. As we come to the close of this inspiring international conference on AI for Sustainable Future, integrating climate literacy and human values towards sustainable development goals. On behalf of Stella Matutina College of Education, it is my privilege and joy to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who made this event a grand success. First and foremost, we bow our heads in gratitude to God Almighty, the source of all wisdom and knowledge, for His divine presence and blessings throughout this enriching conference. My heartfelt thanks to our distinguished chief guest for the valedictory session, Dr. V. Panchanatham, Vice Chancellor, Gandhi Gramam Rural Institute, and former Vice Chancellor of Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, who shared his valuable insights, enriching our understanding of the multi-factor relationship between AI, climate literacy, sustainable development, and human values. Sir, your words will surely resonate with us for years to come. Thank you, sir. I express my deep appreciation to our keynote speaker, Dr. Priyadarshini Muthukrishnan, Senior Lecturer in the International University, Malaysia, for her enlightening address that illuminated the possibilities of artificial intelligence in fostering sustainability and ethical responsibility. Thank you, ma'am. I am immensely thankful to Dr. Venus Dinan Claver, Operations Director cum International Affairs Manager, Shinvatra University, Thailand, for the thought-provoking session. Your global perspective and ideas on human values and technology were truly inspiring. Thank you, ma'am. I am deeply grateful to our esteemed chairpersons for graciously accepting our invitation and for their scholarly guidance, encouragement, and insightful feedback to our presenters. Especially Dr. Komala, Controller of Examinations, NKT College of Education, Dr. Sivashakti Rajamal, Assistant Professor, Department of Curriculum Planning and Evaluation, Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, Dr. Eugene Rosita, Assistant Professor of Education, University of Madras, Dr. Devisri, Assistant Professor, Department of Curriculum Planning and Evaluation, Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, Dr. Sendamil Pavai, Assistant Professor of Education, Dr. MGR Research and Education Institute, and Dr. Kurija, Head of the Department, School of Education, Wales University. Your expert moderation, constructive comments, and valuable perspective have greatly enhanced the quality of the paper presentations. Thank you, ma'am. My sincere thanks to our beloved Reverend Dr. Sister Ruby Alangara Mary, the Secretary of Stella Matina College of Education, whose vision and encouragement constantly inspire us to reach higher levels of academic excellence and faithful service. Thank you, Sister. A special word to gratitude to Reverend Dr. Sister M. Irudaya Mary, our respected principal in charge, for her constant motivation, leadership, and support in organizing this conference. Your dedication to integrating technology, sustainability, and values in education has been our driving force. Thank you, Sister. A very special appreciation to our organizing secretary, Dr. K. Shiba, IQC coordinator and Dean of Academics, for her tireless effort, meticulous planning, and seamless coordination in making this international conference a remarkable success. Thank you, ma'am. I also extend my sincere gratitude to the organizing committee members and the executive committee members for their commitment, teamwork, and dedicated service behind the scenes of the conference. Thank you, ma'am. A warm word thanks to our Mr. Arun and Dr. Uma Mageshwari for providing technical support, ensuring that every online and digital aspect of event ran smoothly and efficiently. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I acknowledge the contribution of our non-teaching and supportive staff who worked diligently to make this day possible. Your quiet yet significant role and truly appreciated. Thank you all. I also thank all our online and offline paper presenters and all the participants, the faculty members, research scholars, and students from various universities and colleges. Thank you so much for being a pillar of support. I hope you all find this conference useful and fruitful. Thank you all. No duty is more rewarding than returning thanks. As we conclude, let us carry forward the spirit of this conference to blend technology with values, knowledge with compassion, and innovation with sustainability. May God continue to bless us as we strive towards a sustainable and value based future. As scripture says, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God. First Thessalonians 5:18. Once again, I thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, dear participants, now we have in this session we have two more paper presenters yet to present. So we shall engage them by inviting. Uh, I invite our Gaily Keria, PhD Research Scholar, Department of Education, Western College of Education, to present her paper. She's not here. Are you Gaily? Yeah, Gaily Keria. Good evening, all the respected dignitaries and research scholars, fellow participants. I'm Gaily Kesia, PhD scholar from Western College of Education. I honor to present my paper. My theme is education for gender equality, equity, and social justice. So uh, I'll start. Okay, the foundation role of education in promoting the gender equality and equity. Education is not about the academics. It's a key driver for the transforming the society. So it will still see the major gap in access, especially the marginalized girls, for the girls, rural areas and different communities. And participation rates remain at low, which means many learners are left behind. So to truly achieve the equity, we need more than policies. We need to change the transformation in how we design the curriculum and the shiftal societal attitudes. We need inclusive education must be intentional, interactional, and just driven. Education is a basic human right and a key to inclusive development. Barriers like a curriculum bias, social cultural norms, and digital divide limit access. Removing these obstacles is essential to build a fair society. Education empowers the individuals and challenges systematic inequalities. So inclusive practices break the barriers of gender, caste, and classes. Education must offer the equal opportunities to all, regardless of the identity. Systematic barriers must be removed through the inclusive practices. So the Indian Constitution ensures gender equality through Article 15 and 46. Laws like the POSCO Act and the Child Marriage Prohibition Act protect the girls' rights. So cultural resistance still limits the effective impact and implementation of all the laws. So girls faces challenges like cultural norms and curriculum basis and underrepresentation in the STEM. So digital divide and poor infrastructure limit the access and the safety. Lack of female teachers
affects learning and the role modeling. Digital inclusion is a vital for equal access to education technology. Climate change increase the dropouts risk, especially for the girls. Gender responsive teacher training foster inclusive learning for all. So conclusion, inclusive pedagogy ensures equal opportunities for all the students. Intersectional analysis help address unique challenges faced by the marginalized group. Community participation strength inclusive education and social justice. As a woman, we need to stand for the inclusive education. Let us all open our mind and courage in our heart and our inclusive voices. Thank you.
Thank you, Gaily Carrier. Even without you could able to manage and you could able to represent your views through your memory and through you have.
Yeah.
It's a very it's a challenge that you
Yeah.
okay. So it's a very welcoming one. Okay. Your study is about creation of equality, social justice, and you also referred this with the inclusive education and in the
Indian
education,
policies
Indian
and
policies, and
sustainable goals.
yes,
SD
SDG.
for I mentioned in the slide. It's not
Yeah,
available. Yeah.
okay, that's good. Yes, we have to raise for ourselves. As a presenter today mentioned that even AI is not showing isn't it not? For which we have to, since it is in the little beginning stage, we have to raise up for our equality, even in the AI integration. And here I would like to, I'm reminded of uh, Nui, okay, the Coca-Cola president, CEO of Nui. Yes, she is always for women. She always invites. She says even in the corporate world, the board, even the male dominates. Even they don't have any point in the board, but they are very comfortable with their points. Women, we have lots of ideas, thoughts, and everything in us, but we are not invited much and we are not coming forward. So that should not be the case. So we have to ensure equity and equality everywhere. That has to be ensured from the school level, from the elementary education, from the at every place we have to ensure. So being educators, future educators, I think, I hope you will carry on your values forever. And I thank the management for giving me the opportunity. Ma'am, the overall today 15, one more girl is there. Kavita has come. Okay. Okay, with your permission, ma'am. With your permission, yes, I invite Ms. Kavita to present her paper.
In this presentation, I will be discussing how AI plays a vital role in improving waste collection, segregation, and recycling the waste efficiently for giving up a cleaner and smarter environment. So, artificial intelligence is transforming waste management and recycling by providing data driven, efficient, sustainable solutions for the entire waste life cycle. So, these are the stages for the complex process, that is, collection, transportation, sorting, and recycling. So, for all these things, we need to use smart technologies like machines, computer to make waste management more easier and effective for to sort waste and plan for better collection routes and also to give the better identification for recyclable materials. So this is the first one, AI in waste collection. So it plays an important role in waste collection system. So faster and cleaner and more efficient system. In this, they will be using smart sensors, cameras, data analysis to monitor waste bins and also for plan for the best collection routes. Next is AI in waste sorting. From this image itself, you can get a point. So different types of bins will be there. So different images can be, they can image recognition system will be there. From this, they will be collecting different objects. Plastic will be collected in one object, glass, metal, paper, based on the shape, color, and texture, brands of the things. So in India, Ishtiva Robotic System, IRS, EcoWrap, Namo E-Waste, and government support India A initiatives as Swachh Bharat system, all these systems are organized. Next is automated sorting system. In automated sorting system, management, robotics, computer vision, machine learning, advanced sensors will be identify, sorting, and separating waste materials. So here it works as a material identification system that is in the form of NIR, near infrared rays, spectroscopy, X-ray fluorescence. Data analytics by its shape, size, and color. Robotic sorting in the form of robots will be having a gripper mission or suction that is in the form of long hands, so they will be collecting the objects very easily by it's using the gripping mechanism. So continuous learning will be there. They will be collecting new objects. That is automated sorting system. Next is smart bins. Smart bins is otherwise called as innovative waste management or informative waste management. So Internet of Things technologies will be used here to automate and optimize waste collection, sorting, and disposal process. So this is the picture of smart bin where all the objects will be collected over here, different in different capacities. Next is predictive analysis for waste collection. So here, so I will short the thing. So predictive analysis for waste collection means prediction will be make over there. Rain is coming means what? Rain is coming means what they will do now? They will be predicted before in the forecasting system, and they will be making a issue before a week itself. Before a weekend they will be doing all those things for collecting all those waste, so it reduces cost, increasing efficiency, and enhanced sustainability will be used over there. Next is data collection and integration. Here, machine learning for integration, analysis, and optimization of entire waste life cycle is there. So, fill level sensors. Fill level sensors means they will know the bin is going to fill the stage means they will be knowing, the sensors will be knowing, they will be 75% இருக்கும்போதே they will be giving them a alarm like that. Next is a weight sensors. So amount of waste generated at a specific location. If 100 kilogram waste is collected means it will not collect more from that. It will not collect 1 kg also it won't collect. Next is GPS tracker. So GPS device vehicles for route optimization monitoring. Next is real-time monitoring and forecasting. Same way enables real-time monitoring through sensor networks, computer vision, power forecasting to machine learning. So recycling, contamination, and detection. So contamination means what? The in waste, many type of chemicals, worms, germs, everything will be present. So the contamination will be the robot will be contaminate the forecast through machine learning. It predicts. So it optimize the collection and improve the recycling process. Next is waste to energy conversion. So optimizing process, improving efficiency, and enhancing sustainability from artificial intelligence is waste to energy conversion. Last one is illegal dumping sites. So everywhere the waste is crowded means what they will do now, the dumping sites will be calculated by imagery drones, satellites, CCTV to monitor all those dumping activities. For this, the analyzing pattern, optimize waste collection routes, improve waste sorting, everything is done over here. So as I conclude my topic, artificial intelligence is transforming waste management and recycling by making the process smarter, faster, and more sustainable. With the help of AI, we can move towards a cleaner environment and greener environment. Thank you. Thank you for giving me opportunity.
Thank you, Kavita, for your presentation. You have explored a lot on the waste management using AI. Now, the dear participants, do you have any questions for Kavita on her research? Okay. I congratulate Kavita for your extensive work on the topic you have chosen. I congratulate you. And now, ma'am, with the permission and due respect, I would like to, I really thank all the participants, all the presenters in this track for your time management. Yes, everybody could able to manage finishing your presentation in just 5 minutes, and 1 minute we had discussion, and that was very wonderful. That's very encouraging one. And one day observation is I wanted every other presenters to talk on the methodology that you collected the sources and all that references and all that you have to add in your slides. Otherwise, everything is good, and I take the opportunity to congratulate the secretary ma'am, principal ma'am, and all the organizing secretary, faculty members of Stella Matutina College of Education, as the vice chancellor of Gandhigram Rural University said. The adoption or the overrating of the topic is very, I mean, the need of the hour, and it's very, very useful for the younger generation, because for the teachers now, the most of the participants of our conference are from the teaching field. Yes, either the teacher educators or the aspirants of the teachers, or aspiring teacher educators, or the research scholars, PhD, B.Ed and M.Ed. So this is a very important topic which we have to carry to our younger generation. So I really congratulate all the organizing committee members for choosing the topic and for organizing this conference in a very successful manner. And I thank for giving me the opportunity. And I hand over the session to ma'am.
Good evening to everyone gathered here and to all the distinguished participants who joined us today. It is with great respect and gratitude that we extend our sincere thanks to Dr. V. Girija, Professor and Head of the School of Education at Wales Institute of Science and Technology. Her distinguished expertise and visionary insights have truly enriched today's discourse on AI for sustainable future, integrating climate literacy and human values towards sustainable development goals. Your animation has not only added academic depth but also encouraged us to reflect on how we, as educators and learners, can practically work towards sustainability with awareness and responsibility. Thank you so much, ma'am, for spending your valuable time with us. I also take this moment to warmly acknowledge the presence of paper presenters. Your participation expanded the reach and meaning of this conference. The exchange of knowledge today is not limited to one institution or one region, but is shared across borders, cultures, and educational practices. We are grateful that you have taken the time to be part of this collective learning experience. Once again, thank you, everyone.
As we come to the close of this today's valedictory function, let us rise for a college song followed by the national anthem.
Shines the star of morn over a breast so proudly born. Let our souls reflect the light that dispels the dark of night. Let our souls be radiant, pure, strong to labor and endure. Till at last eternal day dawns and earth shall pass away. Stella Matutina, morning star, guard and guide us on life's way. Faith and hope shall lead us far, upward, onward, neath its ray. Sweetly shines the star of morn over a banner proudly borne. Blue and gold against the skies, behold the Cornish colors rise. Fidelity
Unity and love is rare. To the emblem burnished there, truth and charity shall reign in our hearts without a stain. Stella Matutina, morning star, guard and guide us on life's way. Faith and hope shall lead us far, upward, onward, neath its ray. Stella Matutina, morning star, guard and guide us on life's way. Faith and hope shall lead us far, upward, downward, neath its ray. जनगण अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you, girls. Thank you, everyone, for joining with respect and pride. Before we disperse, a few important announcements for all participants. The feedback link will be shared in the main conference group. Kindly fill it out at your earliest convenience. E-certificates will be sent to your registered email IDs within 1 week. Those who have paid for the conference proceedings hard copy may collect them directly from the college office. On behalf of the organizing, we extend our deepest gratitude to every delegate, resource person, and participant from across institutions and nations for making this conference a resounding success. May the insight gained here continue to guide our collective journey towards a sustainable, ethical, and AI empowered future. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful evening.
So thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for coming. Having you on this, platform is a big honor, and having at a conference, big honor. And adds very well. It adds to the quality enhancement of because patience. Thank you so much. We are grateful.
Because from the government institution,
Participants, please join us for tea, which is kept in the lunch area. Please go for your tea break.